Well, g'day, it's Tim Gentle from Think Digital, and I'd like to introduce you to FarmXR. FarmXR utilises spatial computing, which combines the real world and the digital world together. Now, this can be accessed on a pair of wearables, just like I'm wearing here, or it can be accessed on a mobile device, a tablet, or a phone. So let's think about that for a little bit. What sort of digital things do we want to access? Well, it's important to understand spatial computing. See, spatial computing understands where you're standing in the world, your latitude and longitude, and then puts the digital data around you. So FarmXR targets the producer mainly and their staff and team. But let's think about what sort of digital data a producer or their team would want. Well, let's head out into the paddock. Now, if I'm standing in a paddock, I really would love to know what the soil data is or what the NDVI data is. What about if I looked at my stock? Well, if I'm mustering, I'd like to know where they are. But if I'm up close, maybe I want to know if they're in calf or how much she weighs. Now, what about things like tasks? Now, when I worked on a cattle station, I used to drive a long way to fix a bore or fence. But imagine if you could drop a task and then you could assign a latitude and longitude to that task and then allocate it to a staff member. Now, using a mobile device or some wearables, you would be able to drive out to that location using some sort of property mapping and then get to that task efficiently. What about things like equipment? You know, when you're fixing a bore or you're trying to understand how to start a pump? Well, imagine if you could pin data to the equipment or the pump. And, well, the Internet of Things is massive at the moment, and imagine understanding how full a tank is, or whether a gate's opened, or understanding if the engine's running and how much flow the pump's giving. Now, what about stakeholders that aren't on farm? Well, FarmXR provides a desktop application and an augmented reality table talker. This allows us to beam the property out on the table, and almost like chess, you get to see the property working in real time. So FarmXR is really exciting, and I'm really proud to bring it to the market. Now, we're really gearing up for things like these AR wearables, which are coming down in price, and also they're not going to be as large and clunky. They're almost going to be like our glasses. But think about it, what do wearables offer? Well, not only can we see the data over the landscape, but we also have two hands. Thank you.